What's going on, everybody? It's your homeboy, Cable Line Network here, chilling out, maxing out, doing my thing in Warframe, glorious Warframe. Alright, y'all. Now, welcome to my theme build series in which I take your favorite anime, TV show, villain, or superhero, and I basically make a Warframe out of it. Alright, y'all. Now, in today's Warframe, we all know him, we all love him. If you haven't heard of him, then you have not heard of anime. We are talking about the one and only Goku. Yes, Kakarot. Born on planet Vegeta, Kakarot, aka Goku, was sent to planet Earth to destroy it once he got older. Now, because of him falling from extreme height and hitting his head, his programming got screwed up, and he actually interned to save the world from many threats known as Piccolo, Frieza, Cell, Majin Buu, and even Lord Beerus. Now, Goku is a Saiyan, which means he can transform into Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3, and 4. He has an immense skill and is notably the most powerful fighter in the universe. Alright, now it's time to get into the color scheme. Now, you're going to have to buy the classic saturated pack for this. You're going to have to buy this. Alright, now you want to go with this type of red right here. I'm actually going to highlight it. You want to go with this same type of red for all the categories except the final one. I'll show you about that later on. Once again, you gotta buy the classic saturated pack. It costs about 75 platinum. If you're gonna role play, you gotta role play correctly. Alright, now you see, the rest of them have that same shade. Now you want to go for the energy. The energy has to be the brightest red because that's going to really put a polish on the final product. It'll show his Kaio-ken even more proficient. Alright, now that we've talked about the color schemes, it's time for us to get to, and the best part of the series in my opinion, the mods, the glorious mods. Alright, let's go. Now, keep in mind, if you have a fully maxed out version of this, it will work too. Energy Siphon. All Z fighters and everybody in the Dragon Ball universe besides androids know how to harness their own inner power and direct it into an energy blast, flying faster, a super punch, anything that they could honestly imagine. Energy Siphon is a necessity for this. Alright, now we're going over to stretch as well. Now, you can put a fully maxed on stretch if you want to. I mean, in all honesty, this is just a widen the range in which the final ability, the Kaio-ken build, can work. Now, you want to have efficiency because Goku trained with King Kai, and keep in mind we're only talking about when he was in Kaio-ken form. When he trained with King Kai, he had a mastery of his abilities, much more proficient than he did before. And of course, Goku had a massive amount of energy just starting out. He had more energy than almost everybody on the planet until the Saiyans originally arrived. Alright, now we're going over into the next mod. Alright, now we're going to have redirection. Now we're putting redirection on Goku and all the other Z fighters because they did have some type of aura around them that could protect them from certain type of projectiles, but it depended on if the projectile energy blast was stronger than their already harnessed energy. Anyway, you want to throw that on Goku immensely. He was able to take so much damage being crushed by a monkey, being punched into the ground by that damn monkey, getting hit by a barrage of attacks, being able to even stand up against a Saiyan Prince. You need that. Now you want continuity. Now he did have a massive amount of duration. That was the whole Kaio-ken build. Now you want to have continuity and you want to couple that with the next mod coming up, which is Intensify. Now you want to have power strength. Now in Goku's Kaio-ken build, it exceeded his normal limits. He was 3-4 times stronger than he would have been normally. So you want to put that on there. Also, having a power shift and constitution also helps out an entire lot. It does. So if you want to throw that on there as well, you can. My Nova is not that high a level right now, so I couldn't throw them all on there. Alright, the finished version of Goku's Kaio-ken build. Now, let me just say this. I didn't show this in the beginning of the video, but I will say this now. If you have a Gamma Core, then change the color red because that will actually work well with Nova's antimatter drop. You basically shoot the antimatter drop, and when it connects with anything, it's basically a big red explosion, just like how Goku's Kaio-ken Kamehameha was. Now, if you also have a Sonic Core, you can color that red as well to simulate Goku firing energy blast from his Kaio-ken state. Okay, how the hell does that work? I shot it forward and it went to the right of me. I'm not entirely sure how that works. Anyway, Now you want to also, okay, I need some energy. Now if you have energy pads, I recommend you throw them out here, just because it's going to take a while for Goku to charge up his abilities, and that's actually how it was in the original DBZ. You know, it took a while for Goku to harness these abilities, and for Nova it's going to take a while too. So just to speed it up, they had Sensu Beings, we have Energy Restore. Ha ha ha, the future is amazing, isn't it? Alright, now I'm going to show you guys the final Kaio-ken build, what really wraps all this together in one short moment. There's also another ability that I know you guys are going to like. Alright, now this next one is Wormhole. This is going to simulate when Goku went in Kaio-ken. Remember when he saved Nappa, Gohan, and Piccolo? He basically was able to increase his speed for a short duration, and that's what the wormhole simulates. Now, if you get it right, you honestly could set the wormholes up to where it actually looks like the real Kaio-ken thing, where he gets zip like from 3 different angles, but it's very hard to do. Alright, now we're getting into the final build of this, and this is what I was waiting for the most. This is what we've been waiting for, people. Alright, let's just take out a few of these enemies here. I want to actually find a good amount of enemies so I can show you guys this build well. Alright, this is good enough. Now you want to have Molecular Prime, and you want to have Power Intensify on it. The reason why I said you want to have Intensify Power, because it actually slows the enemies down around you. Remember, Goku was able to travel faster than most enemies because of his Kaio-ken. So slowing these enemies down will give an immense effect to it. Remember, you need power increase to slow them down. You need power decrease to speed them up. Just saying. Okay, let's go into this wormhole right here. Guys, thanks again for watching. You guys have been an amazing audience. Put in the comments below, what is the next theme Warframe build I should do? What Warframe for what character? Now you can check it out on my channel, which is linked in the description below if this is up on MCOM, or you guys can just go on the regular channel for the video. Alright y'all, thanks again for watching. Peace out and talk to you later.